Hey everybody, today I've got a 2015 Jeep Cherokee and we are going to put a front bearing in it. So I thought this would be a great time to try out the new Matco Tools hub assembly remover. It's a tool, that's what it looks like, you know, and I'll show you how it works. Let me drop the box someplace. All right, so you take your brake caliper off. You hang your brake caliper out of the way so it's not hanging on the hose. We have these nice little green things. After you do that, you take your rotor off, you take your axle nut off, and then this one has 4 bolts that hold the hub on. So this is the hub removing tool. You bolt it right up to here, and then you're going to tighten this down on the hub. So on this car, luckily, the backing plate is not pop riveted to the hub assembly. I don't want to beat it all up, and I want to be able to see what I'm pushing on. So it looks like there's a bunch of bolts here. They look, I'm not sure what size they are. They look like they're 11s. I don't know why they'd be 11s, but I'm going to go ahead and take these bolts out to get this back dust shield off, backing plate, dust shield, whatever you want to call it, off, and then I'll come back and show you if this hub remover works. It should work really good on this one. Alrighty, I did remove the backing plate. So here's another problem that the tool guy told me. You got to be smart when you use this. All right, you want to find the biggest beefy piece of metal that you can behind here to push on. Okay, you don't want to be pushing on the ABS sensor or down here on the ABS sensor part. I think this is probably the thickest part of the whole hub assembly. Maybe down here also, but I don't want to do this because I don't want to mess up the ball joint. So I think this is the best plate. This thing should come right out. So now you tighten those lug nuts up. They come with the washers. Now you just tighten this up on your hub. I'm going to pass the camera off. Now I know a lot of people are going to be in here with an impact gun, you know, blasting this thing. This thing is cast. So I put tons of anti-seize on the threads to try to keep this thing to last. So now I'm just going to go ahead and start cranking down on it. And if I have to take and rotate this around, I will. All right, it just popped. So here, let me show you something real quick. Now, it did start pulling the hub out of the bearing. So the problem with this one is, if you don't take the ABS sensor out, you cannot take and leave the axle hooked up to get it moving. But it's starting to move already, and I just heard it pop. You can see it right here. It's got a little bit of an opening right there. All right, go ahead, Chi Junior, give it some more. All right, stop. Let's back it off, because the hub is coming loose. Go ahead and back it off. Just back it off. You're right. Back. Yeah, back. More? Yeah, more. All right, let's rotate it. Yeah, this thing is, and that's the thing. It's adjustable. See how that's adjustable, so you can adjust it wherever you need to be. Okay, hold that up again. All right, I'm going to go ahead and move it down here. All right, slide it up. All right, go ahead and tighten it. Like I said, I didn't want to be on the ball joint. I'm not on the ball joint. So we might have to take the ABS sensor out and then put the nut back on the axle to keep the bearing from getting pulled out of the hub. I wish this thing had a little bit more of a wide angle lens on it. Yep, go ahead. Ah, yeah, see, we're still separating here. Keep going, let's see what it does.
Looks like maybe it's separating on the other side, maybe a tiny bit.
Yeah, maybe a tiny bit. It'd be great if we didn't have to worry about that. Yep, it just popped again. Okay, hold on, let me show you. So right here, it has popped even farther, but it's almost out here. So I think what we're gonna do now is we're just gonna go old school, and we'll take an air hammer, go ahead and loosen it up. Because I think, yeah, see, we pulled the hub we ended up pulling the hub off the whole bearing hub assembly, but because I didn't want to have to take the ABS sensor out. But we are separated here, so I'm going to say this is pretty much a win. I'm just going to get an air hammer and hit it here and try to knock it out. Let me get the air hammer and some hearing protectors, and we can see if we can get this out the rest of the way. Okay, so I've got the air hammer with a bit on it, and I'm just going to come in here and I'm going to start and there it goes. Whoa, almost got my foot. So there's the inner bearing race. I gotta take that out.
Sensor's right
I'm
there.
on the other side of the ABS sensor. Oh, come on. Let me get my... All right, trying to do this without breaking the ABS sensor. There we go. There's the inner race. So I think the hub tool is going to do a good job, but I think what you're going to end up doing is you still need a bolt. You're going to have on some cars, you're going to have to take the axle out and put a bolt between the two so it doesn't come apart. But on this one here, it seemed to do okay. I was able to finagle it to get it to work. So there is the Matco HUBR1 tool. It definitely has its place in my toolbox, and I did not break the ABS sensor. Excellent. I'm going to get in here with a wire brush and clean all these surfaces up, and be careful of this ABS sensor, and then as soon as the new bearing comes, we will reassemble. So everybody, basically this video is about the tool. I think the tool did okay. So there's a picture of the box it came in. I wish it came in a better box, but anyway, be sure you take and you put anti-seize on your threads of the tool. And also, I would not use an impact. Try to do it by hand first, because an impact is just gonna mess up this cast piece. All right, everybody, thanks for watching. Please subscribe. You can always do that in that corner there. Please give me a thumbs up if you like my automotive videos. And this was more about the tool than actually doing the bearing. So we'll catch you on the next one.